in the 80s, I started looking at sudden infant death syndromes because a lot of these parents who came to me, their kids died after a vaccine, okay, and it was called SIDS.
Yeah.
So I started going back through the literature, and also at the same time, and having all these parents coming to me, and of course I take a full history. One of the things that I noticed was that all of these babies who died suddenly were on formula. I wasn't seeing babies dying suddenly who were 100% breastfed. So I started going back through the SIDS literature, even the New Zealand stuff by Tonkin. Guess what? Vast majority of SIDS cases were in formula-fed babies, not breastfed babies.
Yeah.
So what you were talking about, gut flora.
Right.
It's huge. It's hugely important, because the thing about a child when they're in utero and then just as at the infancy stage, there are three things that develop rapidly and together, intertwined in the child. It's the gut, the immune system, and the nervous system. So those three things are intertwined. And if you interfere with any of those, then you get problems. And formula feeding, obviously, I'm not saying that formula should never be used. If possible, it should never be used. But there are certain circumstances that do mean that the child needs to have some other form of feeding. But breastfeeding develops the microbiome as it was intended. So that's the key. It's the vaginal delivery which develops the microbiome, and it's the breastfeeding. And once you wipe those two out, which are obviously a lot of children are delivered via C-section and things, I'm not saying that shouldn't ever happen. Of course, there are circumstances where that has to happen, and I was involved in thousands of those. But those things collude to mean that the microbiome does not develop in the way that it's intended. And then that has a massive impact on the immune system within the gut. 2/3 of your immune system's in the gut, and then on to the other relationships that are building with that gut development.
And the breast milk is also essential for priming and educating the immune system itself.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why it's such a perfect food.
And the gaslighting was don't sleep with your child.
Well, there's that too.
Which is the most natural thing you could ever do in the universe.
That too.